Let's go to Goodwill and see what books we can find. I've never been to this Goodwill location, but already, just from the windows alone, I can see the book section, so I know it's going to be good. And if you're new here, please follow. I make a ton of book content, and I'm always looking for new book talk accounts to follow. Right away, I saw a copy of Where the Crawdads Sing. That was such a beautiful book to read in the summertime, so highly recommend if you haven't read it yet. And then I found this beautiful version of Mirror Mirror. Now, I love Gregory Maguire. He wrote Wicked, and all of his books have like this beautiful cover. I love his illustrations, so I grabbed that right away. I also never knew that Shay Mitchell had a book out, so I thought that was kind of funny. No idea if it's good or not. And then I also saw a copy of We Were Liars. Is this book worth it? I've seen it all over TikTok. Please let me know. Amy Schumer's memoir. I saw Half Broke Horses up here. If you read Glass Castle and enjoyed it, I highly recommend reading Half Broke Horses as well. I saw another copy of We Were Liars. I just need to know if that book is worth it, because I've seen so many copies of it and so many people on TikTok talking about it. There were a lot of good books on this row, so I will say that this Goodwill definitely has a great book section. And then I saw Hostage by Claire McIntosh. I already own this book. I haven't read it yet, but it's been sitting on my TBR. Let me know if you enjoyed that. There was another copy of Where the Crawdads Sing in the large print version. One of my biggest tips when thrifting for books is check out the kids section, because you can find some really cool editions of children's books, and sometimes adult books are misplaced there as well, so definitely give it a glance. I saw To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I've never read this series. Is it too overhyped? I'm just not sure if I would be into it. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I saw a paperback of The Book of Two Ways by Jodi Picoult. This was such a great read. Highly recommend if you enjoy her work. And then I saw a Book of the Month edition of Lucy Foley's The Guest List. Lucy Foley, I don't know if she's a writer for me. Her books are kind of just meh all the time, but it was a decent read. A third copy of Where the Crawdads Sing, and then I came across a book that one of the girls that I grew up with, her mom just wrote, and she actually gave me a signed copy of it when it came out last fall. So I had a feeling that this one was also signed, and sadly enough, I feel like it was one that she gave to somebody in the area, and I just cannot believe it already ended up at a thrift store, because it was honestly a really great read. So if you ever see it at a thrift store, definitely check it out, or it's available on Amazon. I loved Brandi Carlile's memoir, Broken Horses, another book that I would recommend, and then they had a Nicholas Sparks book, as well as a hardcover of The Hunger Games. Now, I loaned out my copy of The Hunger Games to a friend, and I never got it back. Big mistake. So I was actually on the lookout for a new edition of The Hunger Games to buy, and then I gave a quick glance around at the other home decor section, and then was soon reminded why I should not do that, because look at how scary this doll section was. What the heck? I mean,